Okay, well, here's what I've got in mind. This is the low spot we were talking about that always gets splashed out. Just eyeballing it, I can get the water level down here to check, but I'm looking at it, this looks like the low spot right here, and drains off into their pasture, and most of the water is coming. The culvert, the existing culvert's actually down here, but because this is lower than where the culvert is now, it's all draining through here, coming off Noel's property. All that watershed, that 18 acres or plus, is all focusing right into here. I started to dig here to see what we got underground. It's hard clay, sandy loam, hard clay. So I think the first step is to get in here with a bucket and see if we can kind of scoop out this ditch a little bit more, and then come back and clean it up with a grater blade. I think tomorrow I'm going to get out my pole saw and start trimming back some of this so we're not getting slapped in the face when we're trying to run through here with the tractor. We'll get down here. This is where the existing culvert is, and I know you're not going to be able to see it on video, but there is a culvert down here somewhere. I think it's down there. But this ground is actually sitting up a little bit higher than that. Obviously, that's why the water's collecting there. But all of that property over there, all that watershed's running right down into here. So I don't know how far 15 cubic yards is going to fill, but the first thing is to get this, do some scooping and cutting and grading. If we can come through here and clean up those gutters and give it the water somewhere to run besides across the road, and everything, all the over matter we pick up, we dump it in here to start building this up. Because this is going to take, if we try to fill this in with nothing but rock, it's going to take 30 or 40 yards. That's just crazy. If we pack it in, we get this nice clay in here, get all this clay that's down here in the gutters that's been washing down the road, washing down the hill for years, and we dig up that clay out of the gutter and throw it in here and get it built up and get this leveled off, at least leveled off from that point right there where the grass ends and to just in front of my truck. Those are the two high spots that I'm eyeballing. So we get it leveled across there. I'd say that's probably 30 yards of fill before we put the rock on. And then when we put the rock on, as you can see how deep this is here, I'd like to get that mounded up slightly over here, so as this gets compressed down over time, it'll then still maintain level for quite a few years. Mike Williams has some 8-inch, I think he said 8-inch pipe, and that's why I started digging that out right there to see where I need to get level wise. And I'll get my transom out here and we'll measure and make sure we've got a good drain, we got a good drop, we're not going to backflow. And yeah, we'll see how many pipes he has. I'd like to put at least 3 of those 8-inch pipes side by side here, and that'll be our culvert going across rather than buying a culvert. And being 8 inches, we don't have to dig down that deep, and I won't have to level this off much. There's just a little bit of a rise right here. I'd say probably 3 inches from that point right there to the high points, probably about 2.5, 3 inches. And that should be easy to scoop up with my 3-point scoop. And then over there, over here, the water that comes through here is actually backup, because that one little culvert over here is not enough to handle all that inflow. So it backs up in here, and then this being a low spot starts, finds this low spot through here. So We leave that culvert alone, come in here and put 3 pipes across here. And I just measured it out from that point right there would be a good place for the culvert to start, and then have the outflow, let's say about here, just off the main, where the tire tracks are, into where the ditch would be, is 28 feet. So that's the magic number at the moment, is 28 feet for the 3 culverts. We'll see what Mike's got and what we can make. That is all.